Alright, what's up guys? Tenfist back again with another daily division video. Firstly, I just want to apologize for not uploading for the past 3 or 4 days. I've just been having some issues with my internet and stuff like that, and just a lot of stuff. Finals week, this can ruin any plans that you have for uploading consistently on a schedule, but now that that's all out of the way, I have some really awesome news from E3 about the underground expansion, and this is pretty much just going to be everything that you need to know about it. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the new gear sets. The first new gear set is called the Blind, or Blinde. Its 2-piece bonus is 100% pulse critical hit damage, which it's freaking insane. That amount is going to be crazy, especially when I'm going to be talking about too with the new SMG changes and weapon rebalances and stuff like that later. Its 3-piece bonus is 100% blind def resistance, and this goes into what its 4-piece bonus is, which I think is going to be awesome, is the 4-piece bonus, which is killing a target creates a flashbang effect at that position. So if you have 100% resistance, I imagine that being blinded and deaf won't affect you, but, I mean, it probably can go up beyond 100% anyways, so it probably just won't affect you nearly as much as it would anyways. So on to the next one, we have the Fire Crest, which is kind of, I think, a really stupid one, but that's just because I don't really like incendiary bullets. But its 2-piece bonus is +3 incendiary bullets capacity, which is just outrageous because people are just gonna put that on and then restock at the special ammo vendor, or not vendor, but the box or whatever it is. But you get the point. Which it's broken in my opinion, because incendiary bullets essentially are just the most overpowered thing in the game, because if you're hit by them, you can't do anything, you can't shoot, you can't heal, you can just walk and jump around, but even then, by the time that it's done, people can just proc it again on you, which is, I don't like it. And the 3-piece bonus actually is about reload speed, so you get 100 plus 100% reload speed, which I think these numbers for both blind and for all of these are essentially just placeholders. I think that they're going to be changed because some of these are just outrageously overpowered. Because 100% reload speed, you're just going to reload it almost instantly, and by the time you're done, you're just going to be able to start shooting again. So this will definitely buff your DPS, at least your sheet DPS. I'm not exactly sure what the real DPS is going to be, but that's beside the point. Its 4-piece bonus is killing a burning target grants incendiary bullets for 10 seconds. So if you keep killing enemies that are already burning with your incendiary bullets, you get an extension for 10 seconds. Which, I mean, in PvP, I guess might be really good, but you still have to kill them. But if you have immunizer down, then this is essentially useless, because you can't get them on fire or anything like that. The next gear set is the Frontline gear set, and its 2-piece bonus is +300 ballistic shield health. And this is definitely going to be the tank gear set coming out in the Underground DLC, just because you can pop your shield out and you're going to be essentially unstoppable. You're going to be like the LMB boss that spawns in DZ6 on Midtown, I believe. That's mainly the one that spawns consistently. The 3-piece bonus is 100% ballistic shield damage resilience, so again, you're going to be a freaking tank, and they're going to have such a difficult time taking down your shield, so this is going to be good in PvP and PvE, just because you're going to be able to take a lot of damage as long as you have your shield up. And its 4-piece bonus, which makes this really good in my opinion, is it allows the use of an equipped SMG while a ballistic shield is deployed. So you're going to be able to use your freaking AUG while you have your shield up. So if you have a good roll on an SMG, which I'm pretty sure we all do at this point, let's be honest, you're just going to become unstoppable in PvP. The next Reclaimer gear set, I think, is probably the second best or the best out of these 4, is the Reclaimer gear set, which was announced, I think, yesterday. And its 2-set bonus is 100% support station healing speed, so this is more of a support build. This is definitely going to be a really good support build, too. I don't necessarily use support station all that much, unless if I am using my build that has the low electronics and skill power, so I can just put on immunizer and do that. But I probably won't run this really unless if you're running like a Tanktations build and you can just put on that 2-piece bonus, or you can just run the whole gear set. And its 3-piece set bonus is going to be plus 50% consumable duration. Now, consumables already don't last that long, but these are still definitely going to be useful just because you can pop incendiary bullets, or pop water, or whatever the hell it is that you're doing. That'll help you, and it'll make it last half as long. I assume. I don't know how the percentage works. And its set bonus for 4 pieces is going to be consumables and special ammo also applies to the whole group and no longer consumes inventory. So this is the most broken piece of shit gear set that's really good. I don't know why I call it piece of shit, but you get the point. Bonus ever, because you can constantly just keep using consumables until they get back. And not only do they apply to you, but they apply to your whole group. So if you have 4 people running this, you will have unlimited incendiary rounds ever. The amount of exploits that you can do with this is just going to be insane, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how it works in PvP. I'm going to see if they can if they add anything new to it, just to make sure that it's balanced and it's not broke as fuck. This is insane. Now on to the weapons and the new weapon balancing. No weapons are getting really buffed per se, or nerfed. Mainly buffs. In my opinion, I think that I consider them buffs and stuff like that, because now weapons actually do their own thing, similar to how SMGs have crit chance now. So on to the SMGs. The SMGs are exchanging their crit chance for crit damage, which in my opinion is okay, because you can just focus more on weapon mods that have crit chance on them instead of just crit damage and stuff like that, because even though that the crit chance got nerfed, there's still a whole load of things that you can do. Mainly Savage Gloves will help out quite a bit. There's armor pieces that you can use that already have a lot of crit chance, so on Savage Gloves you can get, I think, up to like 9% crit chance, at least on the 204s, that will help you get your crit chance up. Plus, not to mention that the weapon mods come with quite a bit too, especially the higher level ones, so just make sure that you have some mods that have crit chance on them. So I think this actually is going to be pretty good. I think that I would consider this a buff, per se, because crit damage does boost sheet DPS. Not I wouldn't say actual DPS, so you'll be doing a lot more damage, especially with your pulse too. So that's going to be excellent. For assault rifles, we have increased enemy armor damage, so this is more like armor shred. The only problem that I have with this is it doesn't apply to PvP, which I think would, I guess, be improved in a way if ARs could actually do that. At least the percentage-wise, not like the total amount that you would against PvE enemies and stuff like that. Because obviously, if you do that same amount of damage, you're just going to be able to melt a guy instantly with ARs, and that's not going to be fun, at least in PvP and stuff like that, because everybody's going to be going rogue, and nobody's going to be able to get anything, because people are going to die immediately as soon as you start bursting them down with a freaking M416 or whatever. But that's not how it works, at least not now. Hopefully they can do something similar to that, where you can apply enemy armor damage to other players. But whatever. Anyways, on to the LMGs. The LMGs, I think actually this is actually going to be really good in PvP. Maybe, depending on what roles you have and what LMGs that you're going to be running. And that LMGs are going to be getting bonus damage while in cover. So you're going to be doing more damage while you're in cover. Apparently the devs at Massive said that this was added because people wanted to use more cover. They wanted people to use more cover. Because right now people aren't using cover at all, and it's supposed to be a cover-based shooter, so this is probably going to be more lenient too. We're not exactly sure how much more bonus damage. I think it's just going to be based off of what rolls you get, like, similar to how much crit damage an SMG will be doing or something like that. So it'll be interesting to see if people are, if people are going to be using that in PvP. I certainly would like to try, because SMGs and a marksman rifle are just kind of just the meta right now. And on the marksman rifles are still going to be doing just their regular headshot damage, so I won't put this into the video, mainly because I don't need to, because they already do percentage-based headshot damage. But shotguns, though, shotguns definitely are getting buffed against AI. Not really in PvP, but some of them, especially with sentries, are excellent. And shotguns are going to be able to stagger against AI. Now, this stagger is essentially when you shoot an AI and sometimes they like bounce back or they drop their grenade. That's what's considered stagger. So shotguns will be able to proc that a lot easier against enemy AI. So the more you shoot them, the more that they will stagger, but you can't stack it. In the sense that you can't stun lock them where they can't do anything and you can just keep shooting them. So this will definitely be good in DZ 5 and 6, or maybe 7, I think, if they're adding another DZ, but we don't have those patch notes yet. But, so that's it for the weapon rebalancing onto the new modes and stuff like that they're going to be adding into the underground. And essentially, we're going to be having infinite missions, because we have different areas that are RNG based, so different areas will be completely different. And according to the notes that came out today regarding that, is that no areas will look the same except for maybe once or twice, which is going to be very rare. Just because it's just going to be randomly generated areas that we can fight enemies. And a cool thing that they're going to be doing is something similar to the Nightfalls in Destiny, where we will have modifiers that can either affect your skills, your cooldowns, radar, if we can use skills or not, and stuff like that. As well as a new leveling system for the underground vendors. So we'll have like something similar to the Dark Zone, where the more time that we spend in the underground, we'll have a certain XP bar that we can get, and once we get to a certain rank, we can start buying stuff from the vendors. And speaking of those vendors, the increased gear score is going to be 268 for both weapons and armor, which is going to be excellent because the 268 gear score is going to be the equivalent of being a level 33 or 34. So if we do get all 268, then we'll be able to fight level 36 enemies, because right now everybody's like 32 with 240 gear sets and stuff like that. And we're capable of fighting level 34 enemies with somewhat of an ease, as long as you have a group. So, once that happens, we'll be able to fight level 36 enemies if they're in the game, assuming that they actually add that. If not, then you'll be able to solo DZ6 and stuff like that, which is going to be excellent. And we don't have very much information on the new incursion, other than the fact that it's cleaners, and coincidentally, it's titled Dragon's Breath. So we don't really have, like I said, any information on it other than the fact that there will be 4 bosses called the 4 Horsemen, pictured here. It's nightmare fuel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This does not look at all like it's going to be easy. It's going to be fun, definitely. I really want to see what the mechanics are. It'll be held in Hell's Kitchen though, so it's probably going to be underground. And it better be worth it, especially after the level 34 cleaners in DZ 5 and 6. Because those guys will fuck you up. Like, honestly, it's like bish slap, boy. They're not nice at all. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It does sound kind of scary. So definitely run immunizers, exotic damage zones, freaking everything. Final measures freaking broke as fuck. With the amount of exotic damage zones you can get. Like I said, it's just, I'm looking forward to seeing the new mechanics and stuff like that. So. Anyway, that's for today's video. This is just everything that you need to know about the Underground DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Tempest signing out.